You've been down this road before, obviously with War Emblem and Bob Baffert, most recently California Chrome. Is there anything third time around that you would do differently, if anything?
A little bit, yeah. Every year I do different things. Obviously, the last couple years, it don't work out well. So I am planning to do something different. I gone there and with a different, energy and atmosphere to go and for the Belmont. At this point, I just go in my mind. If that happens, it happens. If not, then I move on.
Well, speaking of the day of the race, what kind of work do you put in? What kind of handicapping do you do for that specific race?
Not much.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I never really been a guy that really into handicapping because everything goes away when you come out of the gate.
My main takeaway from what you're saying is that you don't like to get in your own way. You don't want to think too much about it because so much can change the minute the gates open.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen that before. So with War Emblem, do you think that his chances were gone the minute he broke out of the gate?
It's just amazing, like, sometimes you planning things that will never work out. For me, I just make my decisions and then as soon as the gate open.
Now, we mentioned this before, you've most recently been down this road with California Chrome. When did you know that that wasn't his day? Was it leading up to the race? Was it during the race? When did you know that today would not be the day that he gets the Triple Crown?
I lead into the race. I get on in him and the paddock and as soon as I walk into the track, I know he was not the same. He was tired. His energy level, he was very low and lost weight. And he was quiet. And that was my first time I ever see California Chrome, like down.
Now, I know you can't compare them, of course, because they are so different.
Yeah.
But confidence-wise, how do you feel going into the Belmont Stakes with American Pharoah as you did with, say, California Chrome and War Emblem?
Different. As of right now, I don't think much, but I have a lot of confidence in American Pharoah this year. It's just so different. The way they go, the way they run, and the Preakness, and the way they run in the Kentucky Derby, and the way they look right now.
Now, you mentioned this. You're going to have a target on your back. Does that put any sort of added pressure on you, or do you just take race by race? You know that they're going to be coming after you, but you just have to focus on that minute, that day.
Yeah, I always think that, well, every race.
Yeah.
Kentucky Derby, I was the favorite. It was I was a target to everybody. The Preakness, I was a target. And, every race that I ride since before the Kentucky Derby, I'm the target because I'm in the favorite. Every race, when it's a favor, the favor always the target.
Of course.
Yeah, but you know what? I really don't worry about that. I'm ready for it, and if he meant to be, it meant to be.